Hello, how are you? Welcome to my channel. My name is Ruth and today I am doing the update even, to Welcome to the Hellmouth, which is obviously a Buffy the Vampire Slayer themed project, which is just glorious, because I love it. Glorificus. The creator of this is J.L. Thank you, J.L, for creating this. Her channel is J Loves Makeup. I'll have her linked down below. It is running from the 13th of March 2022, words are hard today, until October 13th, 2022. Whew. 7-month project for the show's 7 seasons, and then 13 prompts for the 13 main characters. I say this every video, but it's just the theme of the summer. My head is like mush. I was in bed all day yesterday with a migraine, literally couldn't lift my head off the pillow. It's still there in the background today. I can feel it trying to push forward, trying to use my meds to push it back. So I really want to film a video. I wanted to put on makeup. I've been watching everyone else's videos. They're putting on their makeup and they're looking gorgeous and they're looking beautiful. Also, wow, she's so tangenty today. I have been watching everyone's videos. I'm trying to get caught up. I tried to do it alphabetically through my subscription list. So if you see that like 4 or 5 of your videos have comments from me like one after the other, that is why. It didn't work out. I know I still have nearly 100 videos on my watch later list. I'll get there. But I promise I'm watching, and I'm trying to comment on every video, but I mightn't get to comment on every video, so I do apologise. And I am reading all your comments, and thank you so. I love getting comments. But it's just trying to sit down at the computer to reply to them, and my brain, my head is just like mush at the moment. But please don't stop commenting, because I just love them, and I will get there. I promise. I'll get there eventually. Anyway, back to this project. Okay. So let me see, what have we got for the first one? Mr. Pointy, which is what Buffy calls her steak. A product that you sharpen, and I have in the NYX Jumbo Milk Pencil, or Pencil and Milk, whatever you want to say. I have it in for 13 uses and I've used it 10 times. Do have it in my inner corner today. I had this years ago and I decluttered it because I didn't see the hype. But then I saw other people starting to use it again, especially with pastels. And I have a couple of pastel palettes. I thought, okay, let's buy it again. I still don't like it. I shouldn't have repurchased it. But I did, so I need to get some use out of it. So 10 uses, I have 3 more to go on that one. The next up is the Slayer, a product that slays. And I chose the PS Hydrating Facial Mist with the Vitamin E and Organic Rose. And I kind of was going along the lines of, she uses holy water to slay. It's tenuous, but it's there, guys. So this was up to here when it came in, so it was brand new. And I've used it all up. It's empty. I'm noticing that this keeps causing my focus to go, but I don't want to take it down because it's really pretty. It says, love forever, dream big, smile always. I thought it was really cute. But yeah, it's gone. It's empty. Yay! Focus. Focusing is a challenge. Next up is the key, and I won't spoil it, but there's a certain person that comes in to the series that is the key. An item that is the key to your makeup routine, and mine is the e.l.f. Putty primer, but this is the matte one that I wanted to try out, so this is it here. And how many uses? Oh, it's counting with throughout the time. Oh, the excitement. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 times. And we're still going, guys. I haven't hit pan yet. It's down 1.69 grams. But to be fair, I only use it here, you know, just around the areas where my pores are more noticeable. I don't use it all over my face. So that'll be staying in. Next up is... not that page, we'll go again. The bronze, which is where they all go every night. I missed the bronze when it went. It's great fun. The bronze, an item that reminds you of a song, musician, band, or makes you want to dance. And I always love as well because I rewatch the series all the time, and it's so nostalgic. The music is so 90s, and I just freaking love it. This is the Rare Beauty matte lip cream in Confident, and I have used it 7 times out of the 13, and Rare Beauty is owned by Selena Gomez, so that's where I was going with it. It's a nice shade. I have it on today, but it's a bit cool toned for this time of year. I have a gloss on over it. That is staying in. Next up is Xander, a product that has a funny, witty, sarcastic name. And I used, for that prompt, e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream. And it just reminds me of Holy Batman, you know. Holy what Batman? Oh god, I can't even remember. My brain is mush. But it was like the old Adam West Batman. And it was all, you know, boom, pow, stuff like that. It just, if you know, you know. But I've used it up, and this was lovely, guys. I really, really, really enjoyed this. This is the one that's fragrance free. I did try out the one that had fragrance, I had a mini of it, and the fragrance was alright. It wasn't overpowering or anything like that, but I'd rather get this one. I really liked this, you know, because the way I see it is, I use all my actives and serums and all that kind of stuff, and I just need a basic moisturiser just to seal that all in. That just does the trick, gives me a bit of moisture, makeup sits nicely on it. This did the job. I used it at night actually, it was a lovely night cream as well. So yeah, really, really enjoyed this, would definitely repurchase, but it's an empty. Huzzah! Next up is I May Be Dead, but at least I'm pretty. So if you've watched season 1, you've already seen that, where she dies and she comes back and she's wearing her beautiful dress and she's like all sassy. So I brought in the Bondi Sands Aero Fake Tan because tanning makes me feel a bit more pretty. There it is there. It is aerated self-tanning foam, 1 hour express. That's bullshit. I don't think that's rubbish. You get no colour out of an hour. Sorry. Well, maybe you do. Tell me if there's one out there, but this one certainly doesn't. I usually put it on either first thing in the morning to wash it off in the evening, or I put it on before I go to bed and wash it off the next morning. I've used it 3 times and I've used 36.7 grams. We're nearly there, guys. I'd say maybe 1 or 2 more applications should see it done. But that will be staying in for another little while. Next up is Angel, an item you have a complicated history with, and I chose the Clinique Moisture Surge. And what's complicated about this is that I love this product, but it's not cruelty free, and I'm trying very hard to be cruelty free. It's not always been successful, but I'm trying, and that's the main thing. But this is it. Here was a little sample size, and I have cut it open and used every last bit and thoroughly enjoyed every last bit of it. Very vexing. Damn you for being so nice. If anybody knows of a cruelty free product that's similar to this, it's lovely. It's just lovely. Really enjoy it. But that is done. I got 7 uses out of that. Did I say how many uses I got out of everything else? I probably didn't, but you know, it's grand. We'll just keep going. Next up is Scooby Gang. So that's what they call everyone in the library that helps out all the time. So you have Willow and Xander and Giles, and Oz comes along, and Cordelia, and you know, all that gang. An item that never lets you down. So I chose SPF. And this is the Garnier Amber Soleil Anti-Age Super UV. I prefer the anti-dryness one, but this is still quite nice. It sits under the makeup nicely, but the anti-dryness one just gives a gorgeous glow to the skin. I have used this 14 times, and I have used up 8 grams of product so far. So we're still working away. We're about halfway through maybe. There's a lot of air in there, but I'll just keep trucking away with that throughout the summer. It is, yesterday it was raining, but disgustingly warm. It must be what, well, okay, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but go with me here. It must be what it feels like to be in a rainforest. Not quite. But, you know, similar, you know, it is why Ireland is so green, to be fair, because it rains so much and it's warm in the summer, but not hot. But then they're telling us next week we're to be like 32 degrees. That doesn't happen here. It doesn't happen here. 32 degrees. Now, bear in mind, very few businesses, supermarkets, shopping centres, homes, etc. None of them have air conditioning. We don't do air conditioning here in Ireland. We don't do it because we never get this hot. We bought a little aircon kind of unit, so you put ice or ice packs in the top of it and the water comes up through it and comes out. We bought them when we were in France because they're a fraction of the cost of what they are here, if you can get your hands on them here. I don't know what I'm going to do, guys, because it's just making my head bust open. Ruth, that is not what they are here for. They're here for Buffy. Let's crack on. Next, Willow. Who doesn't love Willow? She's just... I love Willow. Even bad Willow. Still love her. Oh God, that episode. A product that casts a spell on you. And I said it was the brand Isntree because I've used one or two of their products and I'm like, oh, I really like this brand. And lads, this was no exception. Hyaluronic Acid Toner Plus. Gorgeous. I feckin' loved it. I got 25 uses out of this small little bottle. Oh guys, it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I have it on my wish list and I'm going to repurchase it, but I've repurchased already the acid essence that I had, the hyaluronic acid essence, and this will be next then because it's just, between this now and Cosrx, these two brands at the moment are really hitting the spot for me. I just love how hydrating they are. And yes, they get a bit sticky and tacky, but good hyaluronic acid should be sticky or tacky. But that's why I put a moisturiser on over, because it brings down the tackiness a bit. But man, love it. But it's another empty. Anya, a rabbit themed item. It always makes me laugh. Especially the ones more with feeling, where she's singing about bunnies, bunnies. It's just so funny. I love her. So I chose, it's a rabbit themed item. There we go. Cruelty free bunny. So I went with this brand here, which is Way, I believe it's called. And it is a hair brand, and this was a hair oil. And I'm glad I had a little mini of it because I wouldn't repurchase this. Wasn't all that I thought it would be. Now I have a leave-in conditioner spray that I'm enjoying thoroughly. Oil, not so much, just didn't do it for me. I got 8 uses out of it, so that one is done as well. Got lots done. See, a lot of these I brought on holidays with me, to be fair. Next up is Glorificus, one of my favourite baddies. I have so many favourite baddies though. I love Glorificus. I loved the mayor. The mayor used to crack me up. And I really enjoyed Caleb as well. Those are my 3, I think, favourite baddies. A beautiful but evil product. And I have chosen the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer because it is my absolute favourite eye primer to use. It just works really well for me. This is how we're looking. Still have lots of product left. It'll take me the rest of the year probably. Probably won't have it done by the end of this project, but so be it. I use it every day and I really enjoy it. I have the shade Cream, I believe. And I have used it 22 times and 0.48 of product. So I love this though. It's a really great, but it's crap packaging. Really fucking crap packaging. Next up is The Watcher, which in this case is Giles, but you also have Wesley comes along. An item you have to read the packaging to guide you on how to use it. And I have the Cosrx BHA Blackhead Power Liquid. And yeah, I'm struggling with this because, so I've used it 3 times. We haven't gone down much. You don't need much. It's gone down to about here. Helps remove blackheads and to control excess sebum while moisturising the skin. So it's perfect for this time of year because it's so warm. I'm producing a lot more oil than I normally would. I don't know if it was this or not, but I got 2 massive blackheads on my cheeks. I was using this, but I was also using my Marc Jacobs lipstick as a cream blush directly onto the skin, not, you know, over foundation, under foundation more so. So it could have been this or it could have been that. I'm not quite sure. So I've stopped using this and I've stopped using that for about 3 weeks. And I said, right, maybe tonight now I'll go back to using this again and see if it happens again. And if it doesn't, then I know it was the lipstick, and that's fine. If it was this, I'll use it up on my body. I'll find a way. But it's BHA Blackhead Power Liquid, helps to remove blackheads and to control excess sebum while moisturising the skin. After cleansing, soak a cotton pad and swipe a thin layer of the liquid over the skin, avoiding the eye area. Begin with using the product once a week, and after the skin has adapted to it, increase the usage of 2 to 3 times a week. For using during the daytime, follow with a broad spectrum sunscreen rated SPF 30 or greater. So I use this at night anyway. And I use it maybe twice a week because I use glycolic acid, and I feel like my skin should be able for something like this more frequently than once a week, but maybe we'll start back at once a week and see how we go. But it is staying in. She's off again. She better have some iced coffee, as my throat is getting dry. Sometimes I find coffee great for migraines. Other times I find it desperate. It's such an odd thing. I hate my migraines. Odd. So, roll-ins. Oh, hang on. I've missed one. How have I missed one? How did I miss you, sir? Where are you? Ah, here it is. Once More with Feeling. How could I miss out? It's my favourite song. It's my favourite episode ever. An item you love so much you could break out into song. And I had the Revolution Skin Finish Luminescence. I had it in for 13 uses and I have used it 13 times and I adore this. It just it gives your skin this beautiful glow. Like, it's a finishing powder, very much so. It is not a setting powder, if that makes sense. Although I'm sure it could be used, but it's quite, I don't know if you can see, there's quite a shimmer to it. Beautiful, and I love it. This is in the shade Luminescence. There's 2 of them. There's Opalescence and Luminescence. Luminescence is the lighter of the 2. So my goal is met on that one. Okay, now we can move on. So, first up is, that I'm rolling in, is Buffy, a badass product. And I have the Inky List, a glycolic acid toner. Because, you know, when you tell people you're using acid on your face, some of them freak out. They're like, acid on your face? What is wrong with you? So you feel a bit badass. No? Oh, okay. Look, it's going in, guys. That's, you know, work with me here. So my goal is to finish it. There's 52.18 of product in it. It is probably around here. I don't actually use this on my face. I'm not a massive fan of this particular glycolic acid on my face. It just seemed to sensitize it, which we're not about in this house. So I actually use it on my arms, especially this time of year, because of using fake tans and stuff. My KP can come up a bit due to fake tan usage. So I will usually use this after the shower before I put on my gradual tanner kind of stuff, just to, you know, smooth out the arms a little bit. So that is coming in to finish. Next up is Hush, a scary product, can be packaging name, etc. Okay, bear with me here. I know people love this episode. It's like one of their die-hard favourites. Rita, I'm sorry, I know. If you're not following Rita from 10 Red Lipsticks and you love this project, please go follow her, because, oh my god, every time she does this, she does a deep dive into one of the seasons. It's glorious. I love her. She's fantastic, and she's Irish. She's wonderful. I love her. But it's not my favourite episode. I think it's because it's a Riley season, and I feckin' hate Riley. He's just so bland and vanilla and boring, and so I struggle with that season. I just do. I know, like, there's some hilarious moments when they're trying to, because they can't talk, they lose their voices, and when they're trying to, Miles is trying to brief them on the big bad or whatever, and they're using sign language, or it's an excellent episode. That part of it is just brilliant scene, but it's not my favourite, and I don't know why, but everyone else loves it, and it's, I get it, it's fantastically done, and, you know, they had some great inventive ideas on that show, I thought, you know, for episodes. But anyway, Witch's Weather's not my favourite. Sorry. I'm bringing in the Ivy. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's because it's Danish. It's a face mist with hyaluronic acid and Mari Aqua. I don't know. But if you can see, there is a plane on it, and I don't fly. Very rarely will I get on a plane and go somewhere because I hate them. Hate them. Didn't mind them so much as I was younger, but the anxiety in me now cannot take it. It can't take it. It can't do it. I'm sorry. Much and all as I'd love to get on a plane and fly to places, I would need to be sedated, and I'm not even exaggerating. So this is halfway done at the moment. You can see here. And I want to finish it. That shouldn't be a problem for me because I love misting. I love it. Passion rules us all and we obey. An item that exemplifies your passion for makeup, skincare or beauty. And I have brought in the Inky List. I'm trying to see if I can see through it. I don't think I can. No. This is the Inky List Peptide Moisturiser. This is my 4th time purchasing this because I absolutely love it. Don't like the new packaging on it. Very disappointed in it. It used to be in one of those pump action kind of jars. You all know what that means, don't you? One of those. Jeez, what? Give me patience. It's shocking. The packaging is shocking. It's very hard to get it out, even though it's upside down and squeezing. It's just a pain in the arse. But the product itself is gorgeous. I love it. So I'm bringing this in to finish. I've weighed it because I don't know. I'd say there's a lot of air in there. I don't know how much specifically because it's very opaque packaging. You can't really, no. There's no seeing through that bad boy. But I have a feeling I'll have to cut it open anyway. Yeah, so the goal is to finish that one. Next up is Invisibility Ray. That was said really odd. But so was half the other words in this. So, you know, there's that. It was a good episode. It's always like, you cut your hair. Always make me laugh. So an item that makes something invisible. So look it, I went for the most obvious and I brought in a concealer. And this is the Catrice True Skin Concealer, and I'm bringing it in for 13 uses. I don't particularly like this. It's one of these products as well. So when you open it, I won't do it now. Yeah. The thicken, it pushes the wand out, which can sometimes push a lot of product out as well, and it gets messy. And when you're trying to put it back in, it's constantly pushing against you, I feel. But there it is there. So it's a little bit warmer, I'd say, for this time of year, which is perfect. A lot of my other concealers for this time of year are a bit lighter and a bit cooler. So that is what it looks like. So it's coming in for 13 uses. That is that one. In every generation, there is a chosen one, a powerful item. So again, it's another one. It is the Lacura Healthy Glow Salicylic Acid Toner. It's a clarifying toner with prebiotics, aloe and willow bark. Here it is here. And again, this is a product that I specifically would use in the summertime. I wouldn't use it so much in the autumn, winter, spring, basically, because it just, again, I wouldn't normally be oily, but just this time of year I do produce more on because it's warm. And I am, if you can see, down to there, so just below, and my goal is to finish it. So that is coming in. Next up, the Magic Box. I don't think that really comes to the fore till maybe season 3-ish, around then. It's a magical item, and I have chosen the let's see if you can see something here. Oh look, it's another Revolution powder. So this one is the one that I want to bring in is Opalescence. So it's a bit more golden, and Luminescence is a bit pinker. So this one I am bringing in for this time of year because I adore it. I just love these powders so much, and I really enjoy. Don't know if you'll be able to see, I have the two. Oh, you can kind of. So the darker of the two, or the more golden, is the Opalescence, isn't that what I said? Yeah. Opalescence and Luminescence is there. But they just give the skin the most beautiful finish, I have to say. Oh no, where did my tongue go? Oh well. So yeah, that is Opalescence, and that is coming in for 13 uses as well. And I'm delighted to have it in a project to get some use out of it. And that is it. Wow, 25 minutes. What do we expect? It's Buffy. I love her. And all the gang. So there's that. how are you getting on with this project? Are you doing this project? I'm so happy to see so many people, because I know Erica Ashley and I know Emily S and a few others have started watching Buffy because of this project, and that just gladdens me. Deb started watching it. I think Danny has started watching it. Kim maybe. Misty maybe. It's just, the more that watch it the better, because it's just, if you're our age group especially, the nostalgia of the 90s, the clothes, the music, the references, all the things, it's just glorious, glorious. So I hope more people will watch it because of this project. It just makes me so happy. But that is it for today's update, guys. I apologise that it was all over the place, as per usual. But yeah, brain is mush. We're doing the best we can, and we'll just try and do a video when I am able. I might do 2 today because it's the best I've felt in a few days, and I don't know what tomorrow will bring, so maybe I should do a second one. That is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll chat to you in the next one. Take care. Bye. Sloan.